Hello everyone, here is another Nickabenson vlog, so stay tuned for more about my day and future plans for what I'm going to be doing on the channel. So today, mainly what I did was finish up some networking work that I had. In a databases class that I take, we didn't really do much in class. He just talked about how everyone did on the exam. I did rather well in the exam. I currently have a 96 in the class. Actually, I say currently, but I haven't checked my grade because I did complete an extra credit group study today. So I'm going to log in and see how I did because I know I got credit for the group study. So where I had a 96 before, I may actually have a 100 or more because group studies can give a significant amount of extra credit. I'll also have done all my networking work for the week, so I no longer have to worry about my networking work getting in the way of me doing other things, like making videos for you all, which is nice. So my grade in databases right now is 261 out of 260, so slightly higher than a 100. Um, Not even like a full point over a 100. So that's nice to be able to say that. We're going to do another group study Thursday, so that'll also be fun and that'll also boost my grade up. Let's see. In other news, Gabby was supposed to come by and pick up money that was owed to her, but I ended up going to the movies with my friend David. Not the David from yesterday's videos, but David Spencer or the Black David. We need nicknames to differentiate Davids rather than just referring to their color. Um, but I hung out with David and my friend Cade, aka Akira, and that was really fun. We went to go see Kingsman Secret Service. I wanted to do a video after Kingsman to talk about our thoughts, but the guys weren't really feeling doing a video at the time. I may play the Kingsman mobile game, and during that, use that as a time to talk about the film live. And my thoughts on it and how it compares to the first film. If you're interested in that, make sure to post that in the comment section below, and I'll make sure to do that. I know you guys want me to hit up link summoning on Dueling Nexus. Don't worry, I have played around with it a little bit, and I already have like a link summoning deck made up. I just haven't had the time to sit down and do a stream, but a stream is coming for link summoning in Dueling Nexus and many future streams, of course, because Yu-Gi-Oh is a big part of our channel. I also did an animation. Yeah, I touched on that for a little bit and then I didn't continue. I started talking about my grade. So I did an animation during my databases class because today's lecture was just talking about like the exam and I did well in the exam, so I didn't really focus on it that hard. So I made a animation using sprites and a background that I didn't create. So I didn't make the sprites and I didn't make the background, but I did animate everything. It's only like 6 seconds, but it's over 70 images or so for like the individual frames. So I can't even say it was a lot of work. It's just, it takes a while to do because it's animation, but it's really interesting. The next time I animate something, I'm gonna try and live stream it, the process, because it's really interesting doing it with Google Drawing. If you watch older videos on the channel where I've animated things, I use Microsoft Paint. So it was very much so like you draw it and then um, you have to edit your drawing and use creative tactics and Paint in order to get around changing things. But by having all these created sprites on one sprite sheet, there's an interesting thing you can do by cropping the image that allows you to quickly change sprites by dragging like within a certain window space that doesn't move, so your character can stay in the same position in space but change their sprite pose, and you can do that with the greatest of ease. It's easier to show than it is to describe, so I'll try and do that in a future Jet Animates video. Show you guys the process of how I make animations using Google Drawing and another website that can turn it directly into a video rather than just turning into a GIF, which is really useful. So that you all can make your own animations as well. Speaking of which, for my next animation project, it would be really helpful if someone could find a transparent sprite sheet for a character that they would like to see fight someone else. So if you would like to see me animate a fight between two characters, feel free to put the character names in the comment section below, and I can do a whole Jet Animates video where I find sprites for those characters that have been made. Or if you happen to do sprite art yourself, I would really enjoy using fan made sprites. And if you wanted to see characters that are like your original character, I'd be fine with doing that. Again, if you provided the sprites, kind of thing, that would be cool. So, what do you all think about that? Do you want to see more animation videos? And if you want to see a fight between certain characters, what characters would you like to see battle? I'd really like to hear everyone's thoughts on that. But I enjoyed Kingsman, The Golden Circle. I won't spoil anything in this vlog, considering that there isn't a big spoiler alert banner on the title or anything like that. It's just a normal vlog entry. Tomorrow, I'm going to try and go to Charger Magic, which is a UAH event where people just go around and play Magic the Gathering. So that should be enjoyable. Gabby's going to come by tomorrow to pick up the money that she was going to pick up today, but I was at the movie, so I wasn't available. Went to Five Guys after Kingsman the Golden Circle, and I got one of my like Mondo shakes at Five Guys where I put in like six different things in the shake because flavor add-ons are free. Which Sonic, I would love it if Sonic also did free flavor add-ons for shakes. I feel like that would just make sense, but shrug, I guess. Um, but I do want to do a Dueling Nexus video where we do link summoning. I would like to do a video where I talk about more comic book stuff, definitely in the future. Oh, things. Here's another important thing. So I've been hired to write the second half of the superhero book, the superhero chapter book that I've been working on for like a month. The second half process has now begun. So occasionally, like every day, I need to write a little bit for that story, and it'll build up to the total finished product book. So I'm excited to be working on that again. I've also been hired to cast a good fortune spell. That's going to be due in like the next day. So I'll work on that in the morning and everything. I have a career fair Thursday, which may interfere with us being able to do a Jank Heroes thing. We'll have to see. It's a virtual career fair. And last time I got dressed up, but there was no actual like video chatting or interviewing. So I may not have to get dressed up for that. Also, my YouTube club stuff could be interfered with as well on Friday because I have to be available all day for interviews. Also, there's an anime club that's starting up at UAH and is being started by two girls. I was very surprised to hear that we didn't already have an anime club and that we're now getting one um, rather than like before. Um, it just seems like, why are we getting it now? But I'm excited at the same time. I'm mostly excited because it's happening at the BAB. The business building has like theater seating in front of like projector screens, and I've taken advantage of that before. Like either you get to class early and you just use the projector screen for whatever you want, and I've used it to sit down and watch anime. Like I can see why you would use the BAB because it's just a great place to sit down and watch anime with a group of people. I've always wanted to do like a party at the BAB kind of thing, so I think this is like in a similar vein. It's like a combination of those ideas, and I really like it. The only downside is that the anime club at UAH meets up on Fridays at 6. YouTube club meets up at Fridays at 4. So a couple hours into YouTube club, anime club starts. And normally we head over to Colin's place right after YouTube club. But if anime club is cool, then it's possible that we might slide in to Anime Club. Maybe we could try and get both groups working on something together. Um, the David who was in the previous videos with like the mech stuff from yesterday, he has his own organization that meets at the CU at 4, so they meet like at the same time as YouTube Club. And that's interesting as well because I'm thinking about going back and forth between those. So playing video games at YouTube Club and then going over and talking with them on their project and everything. And they may be merging with Makers Club soon. So there's a lot of YouTube, not YouTube, UAH organization stuff going on as well. But my grades are good. Um, I had 2 low Bs at a certain point after midterms, and now they're 2 high Bs. And then my other classes are As. So I'm doing really well in business statistics. That's always been an A. Really doing really well in databases. That's always been an A. And now I'm working my way back up in telecommunications, which is now like an 88. And I'm working my way back up in management, which is now like an 87 or so. It may be higher than an 88 now in telecommunications. I haven't checked. But now that I've finished all the assignments and gotten 100s on all the assignments for this week, I'm probably around an 89 or so. So I'm really close in telecommunications to just getting that back up to an A. But sorry about how long this video has been. I just wanted to update you all on what I've been up to, and I hope you've enjoyed the video so far. Remember the different things that I mentioned. If you're interested in seeing me do a Kingsman video, make sure to post in the comment section below. If you would like to see me do more animations and you have characters in mind or you make sprites or backgrounds, then make sure to hit me up in the comment section below as well. I'd be really interested in working with someone who could provide sprites and backgrounds to make the animation process a little bit easier. Thank you all once again. This is your host, your friend, your boy, Jet Black, the one and only, logging out. Everyone, please have a great night. Peace.